Hey guys, hi, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. I am in Baltimore, where time has ceased to have any meaning whatsoever. It has been a tremendously long day. Has it only been a day? It's been one day. Unbelievable. This is my second time in Baltimore today. I'll let you know about that in a moment. But I've had such a cranky, crappy day that I came on to, went to YouTube and started looking at my analytics for my channel. I rarely look at them because it becomes navel gazing and it's not very healthy to be staring at these analytics so much. But I wanted to take a look and boost my mood because this really did. But I'll let you know why I need a little mood boost. Today has been just very long. Pardon my shawl. It's a little chilly in here. But if I turn the heat on, it's like molten hot. So this is really handy. Something I wish I had and something I suggest packing for winter trips is a cozy pair of socks. A big, thick pair of socks or a very lightweight pair of slippers because hotel rooms can be a little chilly. And I wish I had a pair with me. So today has been a long day. Oh my God. The trip is already long. It's a 4-day trip I'm on. The first day is easy. It's a right out of Boston. The second day was a 24-hour layover in Boston where I got to spend the day, at least lunch with my a former sponsor who I adore. Got to see some friends I used to work with at Saks and Neiman's. And day 3 is a long day. It's Boston to Baltimore, Baltimore, Cancun, and then back to Baltimore. It's just a long day. And something I have not mastered is the art of sleeping during trips. There's I won't say constant, there's a frequent fatigue that will set in, especially on these 4-day trips, when you have very, very different starts to your days. You know, the first day we have a show time that's almost 10 o'clock at night, and then the next day it's 5:30 a.m., and then it's 6:10 or whatever. You just, yeah, you end up having a very hard time sleeping, and there's a sense of fatigue that kind of builds over the course of a trip. There are some layovers where I sleep magnificently, and that is Atlanta. I always sleep beautifully in Atlanta. Baltimore, I usually sleep pretty well. Not this time. After yesterday, we had a 12-hour layover, and I got about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours sleep tops. I got to bed about 8:45. I woke up about 1:15, 1 o'clock in the morning. My showtime for my van wasn't until 6:30 this morning. So I just did not sleep. And so that made today even worse. And this is why I needed a little mood boost by looking at my analytics. First, one of my crewmates did not show up on time for the van. And we were torn whether or not we should leave or not because, you know, if we don't get to the airport on time, we get a late to gate, which is points on my schedule. And I'm not willing to accumulate points because someone was not able to wake up on time. Not to sound sassy, the first 6 months I was very worried about other people, but I don't want to ruin my record because someone else could not make sure their phone was charged in or plugged in. So my coworker did not make the shuttle this morning and has to take an Uber to the airport. It was not a nice, pleasant way to start the morning, which ended up being even worse. We boarded the plane today, and we were supposed to take off at 7:45. And after roughly 3 hours, I don't want to tell you the whole long story, almost 3 hours after boarding and that door closed, we had to turn back around. We'd never taken off, and we had to deplane. It was not our airline's fault. It was purely the airport. They did not have enough people on hand to de-ice. We were number 8, 9, 10 in line for de-icing. We had started to de-ice, but at that point, it was almost 3 hours in, and legally, you just can't force people to sit on an airplane for 3 hours. On top of other things, the flight ended up being canceled. So after the whole crazy morning, our flight was canceled. Thank God the hotel that we stay at had rooms available. So we were able to have come back to the hotel. And I'm deadheading tomorrow on the same flight that we were supposed to take this morning. So so it's just a long day. This 4-day trip has turned into a 5-day trip. And I'm just deeply fatigued. I'm hoping to be able to sleep tonight. So that can be a very, very real life experience of what a day is like as a flight attendant. It's not always basking in the sun on a Caribbean island. Sometimes it's being stuck in a snowstorm in Baltimore. That is the very real fact of being a flight attendant. But, there are silver linings. Let's talk about silver linings, and then I'll chat with you about what my analytics are for my channel, because I think that would be interesting to know if you're subscribed to my channel, like how my channel is performing. So what are the silver linings? Before I talk about analytics, what are the silver linings? Today's silver lining is that this 4-day trip was blocked at 19.5 hours credit, which means I would see 19.5 hours paid credit hours. Now, because of the cancellation today, I'm being credited with the 5.5 hour block time for the flight that we were supposed to take. We didn't take it, but I'm pay protected for it. I also get paid for the roughly 3 hours that we were on the tarmac with the door closed. So I'm also paid for that amount of time. And I'm paid full time, 100%, for the deadhead back to Las Vegas tomorrow. So my credit for this trip was supposed to be 19.5 hours. Now it's 27 hours. It's pretty sweet. Plus, I get another 24 hours per diem because I'm here 24 hours longer than I was supposed to be. So there's 24 hours more per diem. We get $2.31 an hour for per diem. And because tomorrow is my day off, and while deadheading is not working a trip so much, but I am technically working, I get a replacement day off. So it's called a DOR. So I get to apply that DOR to a future trip. And so next week, it's the same trip, hopefully without the cancellation. I'm going to, I think, apply the DOR to the last day of my trip. Because the third day of the trip, we're scheduled the maximum number of block hours. So I'm hoping that, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But there's a potential for something to work in my favor if I take that the last day of the trip. So if it works and it's interesting enough, I'll tell you about that next week. So there's lots of silver linings about this cancellation for me, in that it means more money for me. It's bad because our guests on board, who were remarkable. These people, these passengers today were remarkable. The negative is clearly that they didn't make it to their destination on time. And that could have impacted their lives in different ways. So I'm sorry for the fact that it was canceled. I never want a flight being canceled because it doesn't make anyone's life easier. And my goal is to always have our guests get to where they're going on time so that they're more eager to take another flight with us. So I remain employed. But for me, the silver lining right now is that this trip ended up being fortuitous financially for me, and I need the money. So I'm looking forward to going home and seeing how Buddy is. I'm hoping that by the time I got home, this whole phase with that cat being in heat will be over, and he'll be back to being his normal self. So that is what my day was like, and this trip has just been a crap show, but it's almost over. One more deadhead home. So let's talk about analytics to cheer me up, shall we? So if you don't have a YouTube channel yourself, there's something called analytics, and it is a page that we get to see how many subscribers we have, how many minutes have been watched of your videos, how many videos have been watched, and so on and so on. So I'll share with some analytics. I see that I've been filming for roughly 10 minutes. I won't take too much more of your time. But I would find this interesting. I would love to see analytics for Wonderful Allie or Fly with Stella. I'd be just very curious about what their analytics are. My channel is, I really can't believe how many, I can't believe how many of you folks subscribe to this channel. I am pleased as punch. I am beyond flattered. I don't know if you'll ever understand how flattering it is that you click that subscribe button. It is tremendously flattering. And I really do hope to earn your subscription. But let's see. For the past 365 days, currently I have, where did I see that? I have 2,264 subscribers. That's actually 3 more than I had a few minutes ago. So I have 2,264 subscribers. Now, a year ago, I made a video when I had 77 subscribers, and I was emotional about having 77 subscribers. I was getting emotional about how honored I was that there were that many people watching my videos. And now, a year later, I've got 2,264. It is so humbling. Analytics. Let's see. For the past year, that's 28 days, 365 days. So YouTube breaks down the viewing in terms of how many minutes people have watched your videos. And for the past year, people have watched, I think this is crazy, 1,365,515 minutes of my videos. That's a lot of people watching videos. So that's 1,365,515 minutes. The average duration of time that people have watched the videos is 9 minutes and 13 seconds. Now, my videos can run between like 6 and 8 minutes and a half hour. So on average, you guys watch about 9 minutes and 13 seconds. In terms of the number of views, the number of videos people have watched in the past year is 147,912 views. I think that's wacky. I think it's wacky, and I think it's wacky because most of my life I've been relatively invisible. I'm a very large person. I'm not huge, but I'm a big person. Somehow people always miss me. They never really see me or hear me. And unless I'm talking about recovery and like that part of my life, because but for some reason I've always been sort of under the radar. And the fact that, and I don't know, this channel just blows my mind. The happiest point on this screen, I can't even talk. It makes me so happy. Is the number of likes. Now, for me to like a video, to click like, I really have to like that video, and I really want to make sure. I think my liked videos are open and viewable to you guys. So for me to like a video, I really have to like that video and want to be able to come back to it when I want to. But I have 10,308 likes in the past year. And dislikes, I really wish I could see why someone would dislike a video. I have a sneaking suspicion as to why some might dislike my videos, but I have 74 dislikes compared to 10,308 likes. So I think I'm doing okay in terms of being likable. That is, again, that is tremendously humbling. And I don't know how you guys see me. I know how I see me, and this doesn't reflect how I see me. So I don't know. Comments, there's 2,857 comments. Shares, 611 videos have been shared, which is nice and very flattering. Numbers of videos and playlists, I had no idea what that meant. Apparently, people have put my videos in different playlists of their own, 2,498 times. And as I mentioned, I have 2,246, 2001, whatever. How many subscribers do I have? 2,264 subscribers. I think that's crazy. Back to Creator Studio. Let's see, back here. This is where I really should learn how to edit, right? What are the most popular videos? Most popular videos are flight attendant face-to-face interview. Not a surprise. There's 15,000 views on that. Flight attendant tips for a successful interview. There's 6,000 videos, viewers on that. About the goldfish bowl question, one of my favorite videos, and I think one of the best videos in terms of, at least with my airline, if you wanted to work for my airline, or my genre. I think this is a great video. That's got 4,500 views. And my favorite video that I've done, I really think I'm most proud of, and maybe one day I'll redo it, because I think I could probably redo it better today now that I'm used to talking to you guys. But my favorite video is, so you want to be a flight attendant, you're over 40 and afraid. For those people who are not a shiny, bright penny, like a 22-year-old. For those people who are a little bit more worn, I'm particularly proud of that video, and that's one of my top videos. Show, what else? Gender. 27% of my subscribers are men. The rest are female, are ladies. And I think that's all the interesting stuff. So I really think that, something else you might be interested in. I have monetized my videos. Now, I did not think I was going to, because I really wanted my channel to be genuine and uncolored by financial anything. So I wasn't sure if I was actually going to monetize my videos. I did. So there are advertisements. I'm not sure at this point if you have to, for me to get anything, I don't know if you have to click on the advertisement, if you have to watch the whole advertisement. I'm not even sure. But so YouTube on the analytics page says my estimated revenue for my channel for the past year was $278.83. To get paid, you have to have at least $100 in revenue saved up or accumulated before they'll send you that check or deposit that in your account. I received one deposit in my account. It was $120. So, you know, I have 145 videos, and I'm a talker. So this is not a money-making proposition, but it's about $120 was one deposit in my account. I think I have, according to the Google AdSense, I think I have another like $73 built up at this point. And again, they don't really deposit anything until you have $100 in there. So I'm not sure where that 278 came from, because right now I've only gotten 120, and I think I only have like 70 something in my account right now. So I'm not sure where that estimated number comes from, but I think that would be interesting. Knowing that I've got, 2,200 subscribers, and that my estimated income here is $278. I should probably do some math just out of curiosity to see what like 100,000 subscribers gets you, because I think Fly with Stella just passed 100,000 subscribers. She just, I just watched part of the video where she got her silver play button, and I was really gratified to see her getting emotional over it. It's nice to see her get emotional over the success that she's had with her channel. It's nice to see. And what other random bit of YouTube information? Oh, I got an email from a manufacturer of bags, of like backpacks and messenger bags and things like that. If you go on to Amazon and you type in backpack, you know, you're going to see a whole bunch of backpacks made by companies that have these vaguely Italian sounding names, but they're all out of China. I got an email from one of those companies asking me to film a video about reviewing one of their bags. So they were going to send me one of their bags and then I would make a video. And it's one of these backpacks or messenger bags that you get on Amazon for like $24. So not to poo-poo that, because it's, you know, I like a bag and I particularly like a nice, cheap, affordable bag that looks like money. But they wanted to send me a bag and then have me make a video about it. Now, I don't know, one day maybe I would appreciate a sponsored video, doing a sponsored video, but I don't know. I know how I feel. I was about to lie to you. I know how I feel about videos that are sponsored. There are some very successful flight attendant YouTubers who lately have been doing a lot of sponsored videos, and I won't say I don't believe them all the time, but I do have to question, you know, a lot of sponsored content. And maybe I'll feel differently when sponsors approach me, if they ever do. But right now, I said no thank you to this company's email, in that I didn't feel that I would be able to genuinely say whether or not I appreciated or liked the quality of the bags that they were offering. And I didn't say that, but I said no thank you in a polite way. That I was flattered that they reached out to me. But if I was going to do a video about a product, I would have to be a product I was interested in, that I potentially liked already, because I wouldn't want to put up a video saying, ugh, avoid this bag at all costs, you know? So I think that it was neat to get that first email. It's probably the only time anyone's ever going to approach me in terms of a sponsoring or sending me a product to review, but it was still flattering. It was still flattering. All right, so this video has already been 22 minutes and I have been talking for too long about nothing terribly interesting. So I may not even post this. This may have just been me keeping myself busy before I can go to sleep. But you guys have a great night. And if I do post this video, thank you for watching. And I will talk to you later. Have a great night and fly safe.